Hello boys and girls, this is Miss B here from our home in Murfreesboro. Today we're going to be doing a little picture that is of a sunset and a little silhouette underneath of a landscape. For this one, you are going to need a Sharpie or permanent marker, a red, orange, and yellow marker, a damp sponge, not a super wet one, just a damp one, a piece of foil, and a small sheet of paper. All right, while you're going to get that, I'm going to go ahead and read my Bob Ross quote. Here we go. This one says, "They say everything looks better with odd numbers of things, but sometimes I put even numbers just to upset the critics." Oh, Bob Ross, you rebel. All right, guys, are you ready? This is kind of what it'll look like. I'm going to put this up here so y'all can see it and I can see it while we're drawing together. Our little piece of paper is going to be going sideways or horizontally, and I'm going to start with my Sharpie, drawing a line near the bottom. This is what we call our horizon line. That's what separates our sky from the ground. And I'm going to draw my house. So I'm going to draw 1, 2 Mr. Verticals, 2 diagonals that come to a point right there. Mama horizontal, little diagonal going down. Notice this diagonal and this one are the same. Another mama horizontal for the edge of the house and a line down. Wonderful. For the windows, I'm just going to do a couple of squares or rectangles, leaving them blank. I'm going to do a little one on the tippy top for my chimney. Squiggle for smoke. Woo, another squiggle for the other side of the smoke. And I'm going to draw a line going up, curve out, whoop, curve out, and very lightly just flicking out for these tiny branches. Now, the cool part about doing this type of drawing is that it's a silhouette. Everyone say silhouette. Silhouette is just the outline. It's usually black of an object or person. It is not super detailed, and it's only the outside edges that matter. As part of our silhouette, what we're going to be doing is coloring all this in black. So that might take y'all a couple minutes or take me a couple minutes. You can add more details if you'd like, but I'm going to go ahead and start coloring. Now notice as I'm coloring, I'm trying my best to color in all those white spaces, and I'm making my marker move in the same direction. This is the neatest way of coloring. Although I'm not the neatest colorer, I do know that for this image to look cool, you want to have that really, really dark black completely filled in so the bright part of our sunset comes through. Another thing you may notice while we're all coloring here is that I haven't done it on this bottom edge. Typically when I'm drawing on top of a surface with a permanent marker, not just paint and not just regular marker that's washable. Make sure your other markers are washable. I put a piece of scrap paper underneath. So this is an old drawing I did. I'm just putting it underneath as a scrap paper. So when I color, I can get right up to the edge without worrying about messing up my nice desk or if you are at your kitchen table, you don't want to mess up your kitchen table, or wherever you're drawing. All right, now that I've got the basics colored right up to the edge, yeah. I added a little clothesline, and I forgot to tell y'all, it's just a little curve, whoop, cross. And then for a t-shirt, I did a teeny tiny square, and then 2 little lines going down for the top of the shirt. And then I just did a little teeny tiny rectangle with 2 little dashes. Y'all know what those dashes are? That's right, they're clothespins. All right, if you want to add a fence, just do maybe 3 or 4 tiny Mr. Verticals, about the same size, and then 2 mama horizontals connecting them. This kind of makes it look like a farmhouse. If you want to add a little horse outline or a windmill or silo, really, this is your picture, as always. Add what you want. You don't have to add any of the things that I did, but I'm going to go ahead and move on to my beautiful sunset. Dun, 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 dun. All right, so first I'm going to take my piece of foil, make sure it's much bigger than my piece of paper. I'm good with my paper. And put this off to the side. I'm going to start with my yellow. The yellow is going to be on the bottom. And all I'm doing is coloring a bunch of yellow across the bottom of my foil. Then I'm going to switch to orange, because if you know anything about the rainbow, you know Roy G. Biv. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and violet. So hopefully your markers are working a little bit better than mine. If your markers are really nice and new, this picture will turn out brighter, but if your markers are wet, I'm going to have to use this pink and not that red. I forgot the red's not working. But if yours are dried out, it might be a little bit harder for it to turn out as bright as you want. So when the sun is setting, you see the light waves of reds, oranges, yellows, sometimes pink, sometimes a teeny tiny bit of purple, but most of the time these are warm colors. Everyone say warm. Warm colors are the colors that pop out at you, and they're typically the colors of fire. All right, so I got my foil, it's all colored, and you're going to go pretty quick. I'm going to take my sponge, and I'm going to press it onto my piece of paper, making my paper damp. Now, you do not want your paper soaking wet. Make sure it's plenty damp. Good. And then you're going to take your foil, hope you can see this okay, you're going to flip it on top of your paper. Very gently press down, hold it in place, smooth out that foil. Whew. And the cool thing about this type of method is you never know how it'll turn out. It's kind of exciting. All right, you ready to check? Let's see what happened. Whoa! Ooh, I like that. I think that turned out pretty cool. Now, if you look closely, you'll see we have a little white spots. If you want to get rid of your white spots, you can take your still damp sponge and spread it out. And just kind of pull across. There we go. And that makes it look more flowy. Ta-da! And that's an easy peasy way we are able to make a cool sunset, a cool looking landscape with warm colors, and paint with a marker. Isn't that awesome? I think it's awesome. I also think you are awesome, and I miss you guys so, so much. I would love to see your artwork or hear from y'all. You can email me, you can class dojo me. I'd be happy to set up a Teams meeting just to chat with y'all and see what you're doing and making. I hope this art lesson brings you a little bit of peace and joy and a sense of satisfaction. It definitely does me. Art is just such a thing that it gives me a lot of encouragement in these stressful times. All right, guys, that's it for today. I love y'all. I hope you're doing well. Don't forget to be awesome, and goodbye.